How are we doing? I guess I didn't get that framed quite. All right, so bear with me while I do this and slide over. Maybe we'll get the cat to join us. I don't know.
Maybe.
Backlit. Sorry about that, but
We can put that little light on.
I have no way. Well, it's not going to compete with the sun.
No.
The blinds are
Mm-hmm.
stuck, so we can't do anything about that.
We could brighten our faces a little bit, though.
Okay, go ahead.
You're the lighting expert.
Well, I gave my opinion.
Cool.
You're not going to compete with the sun. Bill, is that Bill? Bill Davis? Hey, buddy.
Me, I'm just doing my morning moisturizing routine. I didn't realize he was going live. I already had stuff on my hands. It's like I'm going to the beach.
Shit, I didn't hear about you. Oh, hey, Dean. I didn't hear whether the Hambies were going to try to.
They did not respond.
Okay.
So I'm
I
going to
won't
say
worry
no.
about it then. All right.
Yep.
You might have had a late night last night. We did. Holy crap.
Woo.
So we had a gig at Nocturnum last night. Had a very well attended. Lot of people.
Yeah, every table was
Yeah.
full in that back room where they have the bands.
Yeah, we had to. It's so funny. You love this so much. It's when people come in and it's like a full room. There's no place to sit. And she'll say it on the mic. She goes, "I'm gonna hook people up," and I'm like, "That doesn't mean what you think it means."
Makes
She's
people
like,
laugh.
and she's like, it's like, I know these people, so you need to know them too. And she's like, I don't know, it's cool.
Well,
It's fun.
People will come in the doorway and there's no place to sit and they just stand there and
I know.
they're trying to decide whether to leave or not. I'm like, don't leave. Sit with my awesome friend Amy. She's got 2 seats at her table and she'd love to have you. And also, you probably have met her before, but you might not remember.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's one big party. That's what it's supposed to be. It's absolutely the right thing to do. But it's still
every time
funny.
I do it, he makes fun of me.
Well, it's funny how much you love doing that almost as much as you love playing the gig. It's like,
I do. Well, and in fairness, last night I'm going to bed and Jeremy's messaging me, telling me, "Oh my God, Amy and Carla are so awesome. I'm so glad I got to hang out with them." And I'm like, "You're welcome." I knew you'd enjoy them.
Well, our friends are our friends because of a reason.
Right. They all have something in common if they like us.
It's like if they suck, they wouldn't be our friends.
And like our cousins walked in. Our cousins walked in kind of late, and my cousins. Your cousins were sitting right next to us. But
my cousins got there early.
We had all the cousins, most of them anyway.
Yeah.
Nicole couldn't make it. She had a very close friend that had a burlesque show in Waterville last night.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't blame her.
And I'm like, nah, girl, you can see us another night. But most of our first cousins up here were at the gig last night, and we just adore them all. And yeah, my cousins walked in and the place was packed, and I'm like, who's got seats for my cousins? In the back, they're like, I love it.
And Alan and Sheridan ended up sitting with them.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they had a blast because think about Travis and Alan hanging out.
Yeah.
I want to be in that room.
You were literally in that room.
I want to hear the conversation because they're both comedians. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it was a good gig.
Speaking of comedian, Alan Adams, I ditched your gig Friday. She had a gig Friday, and I ditched it and went and saw.
In fairness, you'd gone to my last 4, so it's.
I saw Focus Group is Alan's improv comedy, and I know it. Like, especially if you live in a city, or something. You say, yeah, an improv comedy group. Everybody rolls their fucking eyes, but
These guys are awesome.
these guys are really, really good, and we don't really get a lot of that around here. So it's really great that they do it.
They've been doing it for a long time too.
They've been
The
doing, yeah.
core group of that troupe has been together
I
for a
think it
long
was,
time.
he said 2009. They did their first show at the theater that I went to see them at. Um, they left that theater for a while, and this was their return to that same theater, the Next Gen Theater in Brewer. And you probably, even if you're from the area, are like, "What the hell is
Where's
that?"
that?
It's in that, and it's in the back of an antique store. Unless you know, it's very typical Maine. It's like unless you know about it or what it is, you would never
No.
know to go there.
And
Um,
it's a nice little community theater size staging area.
it's a
And
very small theater, but it's yeah,
and a lot of places in the area, like there are some like um, dance studios that do like modern dance teaching of kids and stuff, and a lot of them will rent that space and do their recitals there. And they have improv shows, there's music shows, just anything where I'm going to say maybe 200-ish people can fit
oh
in there.
God, no, not
No,
even
not
close.
even close. Okay.
No, no, I'm not sure what the capacity is, but so what did I figure out?
Well, how many were
There
in?
was seating for like 62, I think.
Okay, and then there are tables all the way around the
That
outside.
is including the tables.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe 75 people ish.
Yeah. I think it's like an 80 to 90 person venue.
Okay.
So it's a very small venue, but it's great for intimate shows
Mm.
like that.
We've gone to quite a
And
few things
because
here.
you don't, shows where you're not gonna have everybody mic'd up, um, things like that, and you can hear everything, and no, it's anyways, they do a great job. It was absolutely fantastic. So
And they have a little tiny bar there. They can't do a lot, but they do like beer, wine, and some prepackaged snacks.
yeah,
So you can at least have something while you're there. And yeah, the focus group, Alan's group that does improv, very quickly when they started doing it became like the group that I compared everyone to. Like, yeah, but are they as good as Alan's group? No matter where we saw it, no matter what
oh
part of the country.
yeah. I don't think we've seen improv in other parts of the country. We should go see them.
We haven't.
Um,
But then we've got it.
Improv Acadia is another group around here that is phenomenal.
They are amazing.
Yeah, you
They,
got
they started down on the coast, but they've gravitated up here.
Jen Shepherd, I believe, is the force behind that.
And she did
now
second
she's the
city and
force,
stuff.
and now she's the force behind Penobscot Theater. She is the new artistic director for Penobscot Theater. So yay, Jen!
Yeah, and that change happened while you were doing Rocky.
Yeah, it happened right while I was doing Rocky. Um, yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see what she does. She's been the executive director here for a while. So I'm sure she's been sitting there, back there going, well, if I had that, I would do this, and so now's her chance to shine with that. So we're looking forward to what she does
Yeah.
with that. What else did we do this week
I
that
gotta
we can
think.
bore these people with? Lots of practicing.
Yeah, because we were getting ready for the Sail Bums gig, and for those that don't know, we've drastically, well, not drastically, but we've changed the configuration of the Sail Bums in the last few months. And last night was our second gig with different instrumentation.
Yeah, honestly, it really only makes a difference to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like if like when we go back down to the Carolinas and Florida, people aren't going to be like, "Oh my God, that's so different."
Galen's playing the tuba now.
It's really the kind of the same show. 80% of the same songs. It's a lot different for us. We're adding a little different. I like to think that we've upscaled um, the songs. We're really paying attention to sounds and how things sound to us, and not just our voices. Is a lot of times like duos and singles, especially if you don't track. Um, it becomes the whole thing is basically a conduit for your voice, is to go out and sing the vocals, and whatever's going behind is kind of secondary. And now we're kind of paying more attention to what the music we're creating. But oh, there he is finally. There he is.
It's good timing because
What's
Pickles
he-
just decided he wanted a treat.
He didn't decide he wanted a treat. You bribed him over here with a treat.
Well, that's what you do, right? Here,
Puss.
hey, buddy.
Everybody's saying things, and I can't read anything, so I'm gonna get my
Where's the iPad?
iPad. Is in North Carolina.
You left the iPad in North Carolina?
Yes,
I don't think I realized that.
Well, I made a big
Until now.
announcement that, hey, should I bring the iPad? And you were like, yeah, whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah. So at one point,
That sounds like me. I think that.
at
Yeah.
one point you realized it, but
Is that good? That's good.
uh, and all right, bear with me. I am figuring this out.
And just to piggyback on what he was talking about while he's looking, he's playing electric guitar now instead of acoustic. So it really does change the sound, and it changes some of the options of what we do in songs. In terms of, there were some songs that doing an acoustic guitar solo didn't really add anything to the song, but now with the electric it really does. There are different sounds he can make with the Gretsch electric that he can't make with the acoustic.
It's not
And then
really that big a deal.
Well, I'm
It's-
just explaining.
I
So,
know.
and it affects me because there are also certain songs where the guitar sound is thinner. Quite a few of them actually, and then so I'm having to play differently on piano to compensate for that or
Jesus
change
Christ.
things up. What's the matter?
uh, Finding our own lives on this is
Oh, yeah.
always so difficult.
But anyway, so that's really, in case you're like, oh, why are you doing this? Well, that's why he's going to electric. So it's
Yeah,
just a transition.
they've heard us say this 100 times. I'm sure they're bored with it. Yeah, play electric, whatever. Shit, come on. I don't know why this isn't coming up for me. Yeah, I cannot. And yeah, we also like uh, Trina messaged us again. It's like I can't find your lives. It's like a lot of people like see our like go back and find our lives and watch them later. And a lot of people, they're not coming up. So
Can I try while you talk?
that's, yeah, please. That's the one of the downfalls we're having with YouTube is, if you watch our lives later, um, that has become an issue, as far as they're not appearing as available to some people. Um,
And most of them do become available, but sometimes it takes like the better part of a day for it to pop up.
it could be, yeah, it could be a day. It's been like 3 days, and all of a sudden, because we have to manually set it afterwards. We have to say, "Oh, bye, push." We have to say, "Yeah, um, yeah, we'd like to make this public," because it saves it as private by default. But so I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna. Yeah, we'll see. I think the ideal thing would be like a simulcast, because we're gonna start doing TikTok here too. Do like a simulcast on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook, but then that doesn't drive people to where we want them to go. But then again, do we really want them? What do we got going on YouTube that we really need to drive people to?
Not yet. Not right now, I should say.
Yeah.
So Bill says he can't wait to hear what we're doing. Pickles, when Pickles Schooner's watching you, just so you know. And Mike says, "Good morning, bum. Sorry, we're not on Molly. We had a hard time getting out of bed, and just cooked a brunch. And in the middle of all that, had an emergency service call at the campground. Well, that's
Oh.
sounds like a busy morning.
Well, hi, Schooner.
Yeah, and I have to admit, we recently gained a lot of new folks on Facebook, and
We did.
they're not transitioning to YouTube.
We gained like a bunch this morning.
Yeah,
Like a whole bunch of people. Like,
for whatever reason, and a lot of it started with the storm video, and then because so many people liked it, Facebook started feeding it out to a lot of other people, and so it's wonderful. I mean, we're up to like over 2,500 followers, which is fantastic, because we're not people that buy followers and
well,
use agencies for that sort of thing or
maybe
anything like
we
that.
maybe we start. Yeah, I think we start simulcasting. We need to stop doing this on our phones too and make a dedicated thing because like I want to start doing our gigs live. We did our last like last night we did a live. Um but um but we can't just keep putting our phones up there. We need like a dedicated thing that's easy. We just stick it up there and it goes.
And we do it more often.
Yeah.
And I think that because I absolutely love and look forward to every week our cockpit coffees with you folks that are on with us all the time, and we are so grateful that you're still paying attention because we're kind of boring sometimes, but it's like we've got 2,500 other people out there that are really excited to comment on our winch handles, but but they're not converting to YouTube. So we got to figure out how to make them or encourage them to be more engaged.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure that out.
We
We'll
will,
figure that out. Or we'll just engage them over there.
or we'll just keep having coffee
Everybody
time
here
with
is
our
over there
friends.
too, so it's,
Well, and the other thing is we don't always see like the numbers change a lot all the time, and we might when we look at it at the end, 200 people might have viewed our live, but a whole bunch of people were just on for a minute or two. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's kind of the whole thing is like,
yeah. They just like, oh, these guys.
yeah,
Whatever.
they're talking again. What?
But
They're
I mean, we
talking?
all do that, right?
Oh, we all do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
What are they doing? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
make breakfast. Schooner says woof. He was a DJ. Mike was DJ last night, and he couldn't watch it. And I went live last night too. Oh, our live for the
Oh,
for the show,
everybody,
yeah.
everybody we know, everybody except for Jeremy Sherland,
Right. Oh my
who's like
gosh.
one of the biggest players in the area. It's like I'm sitting there playing, all of a sudden Jeremy Sherland walked in. I was absolutely fucking delighted to see him, but I was kind of like, oh, I gotta play in front of this motherfucker.
Jeremy was my guitar player for Hippie Soup when
He's
we had the band up here.
the guitar player,
And he's the
in,
guitar player in the area
in
and
the area,
teacher.
in lots of areas.
And he's
Super nice. Oh my god, super nice guy.
I got verklempt when he walked in the room. You're going, oh crap! I got to play electric guitar in front of Jeremy, and I'm going, I'm singing a song that Jeremy and I have. I was singing Landslide, and he's walking in, and I'm just like, I've played this song with Jeremy so many times. I'm getting all verklempt, and he was too. I said something about it afterward. He's like, I am too. It's like, oh.
He's such a fun guy, good player.
He's a big burly guy like Galen too. So like he walks in and it's just like I'm a presence and I just walked in and everyone will turn around and look. Not that
Yeah.
he's trying to do that. People just do.
Well, he also looks like the Tedeschi Trucks band, that couple, whatever the guys, I forgot. I think her name is Trucks, his name is Tedeschi. I can't, or vice versa. But he looks just like the guy in that band, and can play just as well. So it's if they ever started like
a tribute.
a tribute,
He'd
yeah,
be the
for
guy.
that guy, he would be. I mean, he would be,
He can sing too.
Can
Again, he used to do a Dead song. I can't even remember which one right now. When we did Hippie Soup,
I haven't heard
he did
him.
a Dead song.
I haven't heard him do a lot of singing, so I
He
didn't
doesn't.
know that.
He doesn't do. He does a little bit with him and her. Amy does. He does a duo with another friend of ours, Amy, and they're called Him and Her. They've been in it for a long time too.
Yeah.
And Amy does most of the singing, but Jeremy does sing, and he does harmonies and yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the top duos
I would definitely call them the
in the
premier
state.
duo around here.
Yeah,
Yep,
really good.
very well established too. So let's see. Oh, Dean, official fact checker of the Sale Buns, says that Next Gen's theater capacity is 125.
125.
Thank you, Dean.
All right. That would be a tight room with 125 people in it, but that's all right.
Yep, we still got to nail down a date to go up and see Dean and Val too. We were wrestling with a couple of dates, but it wasn't quite working out, so we don't have it quite worked out
I
yet.
thought, yeah, we're going up some point this week, aren't we?
Um, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
She threw a date out. I couldn't do it. I threw a date out. She couldn't.
We'll
do
get
it.
up there. We won't not get up there. We'll get up there.
We'll get up there.
We'll get up
Yep.
there.
Even if it's just for like like a
Gotta go.
weeknight evening.
Got to go see this screen porch that I
Um,
hear so much about.
and I think Val's birthday is it Wednesday? I think it might be.
Oh,
Wednesday.
really? That's cool.
Yeah.
I think we might be heading over to 2 Feet later.
Yeah, they have a jam on Sunday afternoons, and it's just the sweetest. Oh my gosh, just the nicest people. It's a lot of older hippies who just want to sit around and sing protest songs
Oh yeah.
and just like, you know.
We're not really big on going to a lot of jams or especially not like open mics or anything. Just well, it's because I feel weird doing stuff like that because it's kind of like everybody sees us and they're like, oh no, they'll get up and play, but then we're taking time from away from people who like don't get, and this is like they look forward to this all week, getting up there, and it's
This
like
is their chance to
it's
do
like
something.
no, we do this all the time. You let this. I want to go. I'm here to see the people who don't get to do this all the time. I want to see what they're doing. I want to see what they're contributing.
Well, and also I don't
And
want
but 2 Feet's different because it's like this big open fucking free for all where it's like you pick up an instrument and you just join in and everybody's singing, everybody's playing, and it's just like this big welcoming community. And I like to like I'll play a little bit. I really like just to sit and watch and enjoy the atmosphere of
or
the
sing
place.
along if you know the song.
And say, oh yeah, you're always singing along, even
Yeah.
if you're sitting at the bar and not even like near. It's like they start a song that you're singing it. It's just the whole bar is singing. It's
what you gonna do?
fantastic. It's just so much fun. What a great culture they've created at that place.
They really have. And we're
And
going to,
that's that's Nit and that's Kaz and that's all those people have just the whole community is just um, really thriving in that one spot in Bangor. It's really cool.
going to open mics and things. I also never want to be that person that's like, oh well, the people who play professionally are here, so I guess they have to be heard. And it's like I don't want to be that person.
No,
And we've met so many amazing people who might not have the or at least not yet have the talent or the know-how to be able to do a show, but they've written a couple of amazing songs.
oh yeah,
And it's like I want to hear those songs. I want to hear those things that people have done.
and just because we do this, for a living doesn't mean like if you don't do this for a living doesn't mean it's not good. I
Right.
mean, it's like, and I want to hear those people, you know, and that's why I go to those things. I want to hear like the people you don't get to hear all the
Mm.
time. I can go see, you know, Jeremy and Amy are fucking phenomenal, but I can go see them, you know, play out. It's you know, they play out all the time.
We've got a little delay, Bill, so I'm not sure what that comment was related to. He says, "I got you back on both." You know, people in North Carolina always have our backs, though. Oh my gosh. You
North
know.
Carolina's the tits. I love North Carolina, man. I love the people. I love the climate until it's like late November, and then I don't care for it so much. But um, even then, it's not like wintering in Maine. But I keep saying it's like, shit. We need to get when we get back to the boat, we get a lot of work to do, and I'm like, we're gonna really bust our ass here, and it's like, and you're like, well, we're not really under that much of a time constraint. And I'm like, well, I guess we're not. Um,
Thanks to Mike.
but it gets it gets cold there. It
Oh,
does.
oh, I mean, we're on.
But it's winter. It's usable. It's doable, especially with our diesel heater, Dean. Especially with our diesel heater.
Which we will be testing.
You will be happy to know that we have one, and we will be testing it when we get back.
Right. Last time we used it, it worked absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like luckily when we get back to North Carolina, our first gig down in Florida is Thanksgiving weekend, so we're not on a major time crunch, with the exception that we don't want to overstay our welcome on poor Mike.
Oh yeah. Plus, we can go to Anchor.
Yeah, we can go to Anchor and do work at any point.
Yeah.
So, but we'll hit the stuff that it would be more. There's certain work that's easier to do at a marina, just where you have easy access to everything. So we'll hit that stuff first.
Yeah.
And get that all out of the way.
Like the swim ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's in that fucking Anchorage there. Oh my god, I'd go down if I had to do like work like that. I'd go down to Carolina Beach.
Bill said it's supposed to be 97 with a heat index of 110 today. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. And Mike says our winters really are not that bad. Uh, and he said, "Damn it, I wish you'd stay through Thanksgiving."
Oh, he'd like us to stay all the way to the boat parade there, the uh, the winter boat parade. That's a big deal there. I would love. I don't want to stay up during that time, but I would love to come up during that time and experience that with you guys. The Wrightsville Beach Christmas shindig boat parade. I know I don't know the name of it correctly. I'm sorry, but yeah. And in fact, there's like a big sign, like
flotilla,
yeah,
flotilla,
yeah.
something like that.
New what did they say? The
Christmas flotilla.
Christmas flotilla.
Yep, holiday flotilla, something like that.
Holiday flotilla.
But yeah, we've got gigs. Weirdly, Thanksgiving weekend and Christmas weekend down in Port St. Lucie, that I think Galen kind of wishes I hadn't booked now.
if just because I'm the sailing on a schedule thing is really getting to me.
But it's like I got to be able to book gigs,
and I don't want to get jammed up like we did.
Jammed up.
Like we did this time. Coming up. So if I feel for a second that it's like, oh my god, we're gonna be rushing, I'm gonna have to do something about that.
The good thing is where we have those gigs set up, we have a good relationship with them, and we've done a lot of stuff there. If I called her and said, "Hey, could we switch these to like February?"
We bailed them out.
We bailed them out a lot,
and they screwed up with us once. So I mean, they should be very flexible.
Yeah, they double booked. I won't say who it was, but they double booked on us once, and we showed up, and the bands were double booked. We found out that happened frequently there, and there have been at least 3 or 4 times when bands have bailed on them last minute that we've come in and
just because we've been in the Anchorage
and we could come in right there. Which is great for us because it was extra revenue, but we had to like massively scramble to get in there and do it.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, we were just going to sit around playing the cockpit anyway. So I mean, let's go get paid for it. But,
Yep. But point is, if we had to say, hey,
we got to move this
just move
date.
these for a few months forward. I know you've got lots of other people you can put in there.
They should be more than happy to do that for us.
But if we're gonna do that, I want to do it
Yeah, we'll
like
give
a
them.
couple months in advance.
We'll give them enough notice.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, not doing my job. Um, Bill says Wrightsville has their Thanksgiving Saturday, and Carolina Beach is the first Saturday in December. Oh, so are there separate boat things? Is that what you mean? Is one in Carolina Beach a boat thing too, or is it just a community party type thing? Yes, he says. Yes, Mike says. Well, there you go. So there's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Well, plus, the then you go down to Fernandina. If you're like really into the holidays, then you go down to Fernandina Beach and catch the friggin'
Christmas
oh my
extravaganza,
god.
week long
I've
celebration.
never seen a friggin' town do Christmas like Fernandina Beach. It's they have like at least two like big Christmas festivals and a massive parade. That's like it's like your like a hometown friggin' parade with like the
Like high school marching
yeah like
bands
the
and
twirlers and the friggin' local bands and on the little trailers coming through and
then the Dickens Festival
the Dickens Festival though is insane. It's like a 4 day friggin' they just shut the whole
downtown.
all the streets.
Yeah.
They'll shut the streets down for anything in that town.
They
Though.
shut the street down for car
Oh my
shows.
god, they're always like shutting the downtown and being like, okay, this whole place is a party area now, and it's like, oh okay,
I feel like we were
cool.
there the first time we were there for like 2 months, like October through, well, a little bit more than 2 months, like late October through
Christmas.
Christmas. And I feel like at least once a week we came into shore and the street was closed down for something.
It seemed like it. It was nuts. And the Dickens Festival was just oh my god, what a god, it's amazing.
Carolina Beach has a nighttime parade on Friday and the flotilla on Saturday. So wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
much fun to be had.
If you're digging the whole Christmas thing, or if you want to get in the Christmas mood, like it's so funny that you go south. And I think maybe that's a thing though. Maybe because you guys don't get the snow and all that stuff down there, maybe it's like it's a like a compensation thing. It's like, well, we're really gonna fucking do it then.
Then yeah, we're gonna have a party
because
yeah.
we really want to make people feel like it's a holiday, so we like overdo everything in the holidays. I don't say overdo, but you just do it big. You do it huge.
In contrast, up here, it's lots of indoor parties in people's houses. People are wearing 18 layers and drinking hot cocoa.
No, they do. I mean, to be fair, you have the Festival of Lights parade.
That's true.
And
everyone bundles up, and it doesn't matter if it's like
sucks.
10 degrees.
Oh my god. The whole thing about the parades up here, though, in the wintertime, it's like they'll have them, and everybody's just fucking marching along, and they're just freezing their asses off, and then they just get done, and everybody, and people go see it, but the whole thing is they'll go through all of this, and they'll do it, and then they'll just go home and bitch about how cold it was. It's like.
Excuse me, I remember doing the parade and being in it a lot as a teenager, and it was always like you wanted to be on a float dancing if you possibly could, because then you could stay warmer.
See,
because I did that several times.
I never even knew about the Festival of Lights parade until I didn't think it like started happening until like we were together.
They had some sort of a Christmas parade because I remember doing it as a teenager. Because my high school always
is that separate from the Christmas parade, or is it?
It might have been, or it might have like it maybe it used to be a Christmas parade, and now it's the Festival of Lights. I don't really remember.
Oh, maybe they changed it.
Like, I just remember doing a Christmas time parade downtown.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. But I remember I remember taking the kids to what I thought would be like was like one of the first ones. You were in it.
Yeah, that's right. We had a Q106.5 float, and I brought the kids on the float with me.
No, you didn't. You might have brought Mackenzie, but Parker was with me and your dad were there. and we had actually just gotten together. Like it wasn't long after we got together, and
I think we're talking about different years, but yes.
your dad had Parker on his shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
and Parker fell asleep
His head's
as
like on my dad's.
as Parker did. Like I don't remember that kid being awake for his entire childhood.
We go to a
Honest to
restaurant, he's asleep in
God.
the booth. Like
I remember picking him up asleep in the house, putting him in the car asleep, going into the restaurant, he's asleep, and I'm like, I could have just left him in the car. He would have been fine. And the waitress said, does he need anything? I'm like, he's not gonna wake up. And then like putting him in the car, and he didn't wake up until we got home. The kid was sleeping constantly.
I do remember that. So that was the first time that we did a Festival of Lights parade, or we were at one together. I know what you're talking about, and yes, I remember my dad, who the kids called Bumpa. Um, that day when Parker fell asleep on his shoulders was one of the best days of his life.
Oh
He was
yeah,
just like, I'm so happy right
yeah.
now. Yep. I think you're right though. I think that year I did just take Mackenzie, but I remember another year because I had both kids and I had each one of them by hand, and I was walking down by the Sea Dog to get on the parade float with both of them, and I only remember it vividly because I ran into my ex husband while I had the kids with me.
Uh-huh.
It's
Fun.
like, oh, these are my kids now. Yep. Because the station did it every year.
Yeah,
And I worked at the station for a long time.
I know.
Mike says the Wilmington Christmas parade was like 70 something degrees, and they all wore shorts.
That's my sort of parade. I want to explore Wilmington more. Wilmington really seems like our jam. Like I really love that whole. We're big into the whole downtown vibe like that, and
Well, when we tried to go before, there was no place for us to put the boat. It was all under
no,
construction.
we can't take the. I mean, we could take the boat there, but we have to go all the way up to friggin' Cape Fear, and yeah, you can only stay like 24 hour, or you can't stay overnight. There's some
Mm.
rules about the dock that were just ridiculous. I mean, we could stay at one of the marinas, like Bill's old marina. We could probably stay
Other
there.
Bill,
Yeah, Bill Neville.
Bill
Um,
Neville.
he's in Philippines now.
Yep,
Um,
boating friend of ours that was in Wilmington for a long time.
um, yeah, I'm gonna message. I haven't heard from him in a
Yeah, I wonder
while.
how
I mean,
he's
he
doing.
pops up every once in a while. He even like messaged like a while back, or left a comment or something, said hi. But yeah,
He's a character.
he's such a
We met
character.
him through a Facebook page of boaters, and we just immediately could just tell that we would love this man. He's
No, I fucking hated him.
Did
I
you?
did. I was like, who is this guy? Because he'd get on every. He was one of these guys that, like, on this public forum that had absolutely nothing to do with this. He would get on and say, he would tell about his whole day. He'd be like, it would be like a diary. He'd use it like, like, oh, today went and did the laundry and blah, 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 and then like that. So it was like a short thing, but it
And
was
he'd give
like,
a weather report
yeah, and a
like
weather
every day.
report. Yeah, it was like every day. It was that, and I was like, who? Why? Nobody cares. Who is this asshole? But then he just kept doing it and kept doing it, and it was like every day. And pretty soon, I was like, I kind of got it.
It was kind of endearing,
Oh, okay. And
and you could
it's
tell he was
like
an older gentleman too.
he's like, if we just talk to each other more, and shared our experiences and our days with each other, that's what this is about. It's about the communication. It's like, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
So then we started engaging with him.
And we actually went and saw him. We like hunted him down. We're like, hey man, we're like, we want to meet up with you. And he's like, sure, coming over. We went and had a wonderful afternoon with him at his on his boat.
I think we actually borrowed Marcia's truck to do that.
We might have.
Yeah, I think we used Marcia's truck to drive up and actually meet Bill Neville.
Yeah.
We spent an afternoon. He came in. He made I made his tea or something
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
something
Yeah.
like that.
And it was just the weirdest. And we've got a picture of him. So we posted it at some point.
Oh yeah,
Meet up
yeah.
with him. And he's one of these very eccentric people, and talks very eccentrically. And he's like, well, lots of people have met me through Facebook, and they come around because they have to meet the real man. It's just, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah, but also because he posted every single day. If something happened and he didn't post, then the other
people
people
would
were
like,
does anyone talk to Bill? Is Bill
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Where's
People
Bill?
start messaging him and say, "Bill,
Is
you
Bill in
all
the
right?
hospital or
You okay?"
something?
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. And Mike said, "What happened to Bill N? That guy was goofy as hell, and he gave a lot of bad info. You know what I'm talking? You know what we're talking about? Oh my gosh, I can't remember which page he was on.
Oh,
It might have been Sailing and Cruising. It was one of those.
no, I think it was liverboards.
It could have been.
It
Yeah,
was,
you're right. It could have been the liverboard.
yeah, it was a
one.
liverboard forum or page.
And Mike said he was weirder than us.
Yeah. No,
but also just salt of the earth, down to earth guy.
he
too.
had some connection. He had some connection to the Philippines.
That's
I don't know
right.
if he had a girlfriend or a wife at one point, or an adopted child or something from the Philippines. He had some sort of connection with the Philippines, and he decided that he wanted to move there for, I don't know. He gave a reason, I don't remember why, but yeah. But so he's in the Philippines right now, hanging out there. We have so many people we know from who are either in or from the Philippines.
Well, like our
Um,
friend Nit that runs 2 Feet is Philippine descent.
oh, is she?
Yeah,
See, I didn't even know that,
yeah.
but we've
Um,
got all the guys that do the bottom scraping, the brothers there, Dallin and Audie,
Barracuda diving,
all yeah, Barracuda. Those guys are all from the Philippines.
and they're
Super nice guys. Oh my God, what a great family.
it's a great family, a great
Their
company.
cousin there, or whoever that guy is, came over, and he's working with them now.
Yeah, they
Another
brought a cousin from the Philippines over
super
and helped
nice
him get
guy.
established.
Yeah,
Dallin does boat deliveries all
and
the
then
time.
our um, Brandon is
Oh, right.
he's Filipino. He's not from the he was adopted, but he was Filipino.
Filipino descent. Our
Um,
friend Brandon, that's a professional surfer.
yeah. So, well, he's a steel worker, but he's also a surfer.
Mike says, "Damn right, I know him. It was the liveaboard page."
Livermore page. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't remember because I haven't actually
God,
seen him post for a long time.
yeah. Bill Neville.
Hey, is there any more coffee?
Yeah, I'll go grab it. Ugh.
I think this is definitely a 2 cup morning. We
Yeah.
were up late. Oh, my
God, we got
gosh.
to bed at like 3.
We had it, but it was a great night because we got there, early and visited with people at the gig. We did the gig. A lot of people stayed and visited after the gig, so it took us a good, I don't know, almost 2 hours to get out of the gig venue because we were just talking to everybody, and then eventually finished. Thank you. Packing up and whatnot, and then we had a reasonably new friend that we met on this trip who came to the gig, and they were uh, um, going out and having a drink afterward, and invited us to come along, and
Yeah,
so we didn't get home until like 1,
yeah,
and then you got to decompress.
yeah,
And we hadn't eaten. That's the other thing. It was like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and we
yeah.
hadn't
So
eaten.
then we're eating pizza.
And we're leftover pizza at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's a musician right there.
And you had a phone call with a friend, and that took up a little while too.
Yep.
So
Unexpected crisis where you get a late night phone call.
yeah, everything's fine.
Everything's fine, but
But, you just
emotions that needed to be talked about.
somebody needs to talk. You talk to them. So
Yep.
anyways, yeah, it's been a full. It was a full day, as they said yesterday. Full day.
Yep. So when my alarm went off this morning, which should have been enough for us to be on at 10:30, but I think I needed about 15 minutes just to get the cobwebs out.
I was so bummed. I So I met up with like the whole Honey Buzz crew there was there last night watching us.
Honey Buzz Studios and
Uh,
Just Honey is a duo
just
around here.
yeah, Cass Childs and George and Fanon, all those guys,
They all came out
um,
to the gig.
all came out to the gig, and they're like, hey, it's like we see you posting about that music store you go to over in Eddington. I'm like, let's go. Let's just it's like I'll take you over there. I'll introduce you to, and we'll have a friggin' blast. And they were like all for it. And I got up this morning and I looked at my phone. He's closed on Sundays, and
I
I
knew
was
it
like,
was.
oh man. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, and honestly, if I called up Randy and I said, hey, I want to bring some people over to see the store, he would open up because he's just a sweet man. But it's like, let the guy have his day off.
Yeah, exactly. And this store is right next to It's basically, he converted a garage into a store right next to his house. And it's about, what, 10 or 15, 10 minutes off the beaten path from Brewer and Bangor.
Oh,
So if you
if
don't
even.
know about it, you don't know to go out there. And
It's really not that far out. It's just like, I mean, it's in Eddington, but it's really just on the other end of Brewer. I mean, it might as well be in Brewer.
yeah, but it's not like people drive by it all the time to see it necessarily. So if you don't know that it's there, you might not ever go there.
Yeah, and
And
it's right on Route 9. It's like it's right there. It's easy to find, and
But we get as much of our musical supplies from him as possible, even if it means he orders stuff and we wait a week. He'll do that for us.
yeah,
Like there are certain strings that you wanted that he
because
just said, "I'm just gonna stock them if you'll buy them." So
like yeah, it's like we were sitting there. I was last time I was up here. We were sitting there with my friend who's a bass player. And he goes, I really I really like a ukulele, and I'm like, let's go. And
road trip.
I messaged Randy. He's like, yeah, I'm close. I'm like, we'll open up. And he's like, okay.
Like,
So
are you home?
we went in and friggin' yeah, my friend ended up buying a ukulele off of him. It's like,
So
yeah,
it was worth it to him to
it was
open up.
totally worth it. If I needed something, I would totally. I want to save that. I want to
Yeah,
save
for
that.
when
To be like,
you desperately need strings.
it's
Like,
like,
Randy, please.
but that's why because he's so flexible and he'll order shit for me.
And he's a musician. He's played in
Oh
bands around here
God, a
forever.
musician. He's been doing this way longer than we have.
So he gets it, and he
And he
tends
was
to.
such a nice guy because I was a kid, coming up, and I was underage and playing in bars and stuff, um, and I was the hot shit at the time, and I'm coming in there, and you know, it's kind of like when like some kid comes in, and you got these grizzly veterans, and it's like oh this who is this fucking kid, and he's coming in here and he's playing and he's playing with these really good bands, and he's and it's like people are just like I've dealt with a lot of at that point period in my life. I dealt with a lot of like a lot of people just being like making it difficult for me uh, because I was so young and new, and I didn't know my ass from my elbow, but I could play. He was very welcoming, and as a drummer too, he didn't like. He's like, no, we're all in this together, and he was very encouraging and welcoming, and um,
He's probably what, about 10 years older than us?
a little, yeah, at least
Maybe a little
that.
more.
Yeah, probably 10. But
Excuse me.
and he's super humble, but don't make a mistake. That motherfucker could play. I mean, he could really, really play. He was really, really good. Um, yeah, and yeah, I always enjoyed watching him. And if you want to know what he looks like, just if you ever seen Animal on the Muppet Show, that's who Randy is. He is.
Oh my god.
They might have. In fact, I think he should sue them because they.
Oh, now I'm never gonna get that image
Oh
out of
no!
my head. Oh
Duh.
my god.
Well, he owns it too. He owns it. I mean, you literally see like on his counter, and I think he kept it on his drum set for a little while. There's a little animal doll
Oh my
on his
word.
counter, and I think he used to keep it on his drum set, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean that's yeah, but come
That's
on,
awesome. Oh my
totally.
god. Oh yeah. So it just feels good to give him business. I mean, one of those places that's truly truly local and really like just wants all the musicians to be able to get exactly what they need, and he's constantly varying his stock to meet what everybody says they need, and he's just a nice guy.
And he weirdly has
You okay, buddy?
like a different like like the instruments you see in his shop are not very distracting. It's
Whatever.
like the instruments you see in his shop are completely different than the instruments you see in like the other shops around here too.
I agree.
He's like
He
he's
always has some weird, interesting
oh
things in
it's
stock.
so yeah.
Pickles. Where are you going?
Hey buddy.
You're gonna come up this way? All right, come on. Come on.
Plus it's all about you.
Yeah, no, you gotta go all the way around. Okay. Make your rounds. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
Here he
You can do it.
comes.
Come on.
Come on. All right. There he goes. Now everybody's okay.
That was a lot of work.
That was a lot of.
You had to like jump over at least 3 surfaces to get over here instead of just going up the back, but whatever.
You're,
Hey.
you gotta practice on late nights early. I am out of practice. Oh my god.
Oh my.
I'm thankfully out of practice. That's one thing. Like the switch to two things happened. Is COVID happened, and then um, the duo tiki bar gigs. It's like we become so spoiled with like getting home before sunset.
Oh, give me a 3 to 6 or a 4 to 7 any day.
Well, that's
Like,
what we've
oh yeah.
been doing. The resort we had later nights, but I mean, that didn't really count even. Yeah, yeah, I love these early gigs.
We were just talking about that. There was somebody. Oh, last night we were
We
walking
s-
back to the car. It's like we used to do 9 to 1 gigs all the
oh my god.
time, and now I actually had the opportunity to do one 4 hour solo gig while I was up here that I turned down just because I would have had to do 8 to midnight all by myself.
Yeah,
And
they would have to come up with some pay to do that.
yeah, and that's to be perfectly honest. I mean, I could. It's not that I couldn't fill the time. I'm sure I could, but it's like I've got psoriatic arthritis, and it's like a 4 hour gig playing all by myself. I'm not with no break and nobody else to pick up the slack a little bit. Because as a duo, we have moments where it's just like I can't really do this song now. I'll do it
Well,
next set, or I need a vocal break. Can you do a couple in a row? Yeah,
if you did a 4 hour show, you could take a break every hour. You wouldn't have to do it like we do.
true. That's true. Because we do just one break so that we keep the party
Yeah,
going as much as possible. But a lot of people take a 10-minute break every
we
hour.
try to play an hour and a half, um, take a half hour break, and then play an hour.
But
But
I turned down that 4 hour gig only because I didn't want to get to like 11 and find out my hands are starting to fail. Maybe I should have done it, but
yeah, they weren't going to pay you enough to do that.
they were gonna meet my price.
They were going to meet
They
your
were gonna
price.
meet our price.
Oh, we were going to do it.
No,
Oh no, you were going
it
to.
was a me gig, but they were gonna meet the price that you and I would have gotten.
I
So I almost kind of regret it, but I'm like it was a holiday. It was July 4th, and I'm like these people are gonna be partying. Can I keep this going at
uh,
like 11:30 at night?
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
that might have been a mistake. And
No,
and
it
now that
wasn't a
I've
mistake, but it
also I
would have
hadn't
been
done a solo
interesting.
show in a long time. Now that I've done 5 weeks of solo shows in a row, I really have a better feel for
Yeah.
how long I can go. And I probably could have done it, but this was like 2 months ago, and they're like, "Yeah, can you do a 4 hour gig on July 4th by yourself?" And I'm like, "Ah, eh."
Why didn't they just hire us
um,
if they were going to match our price
at that
anyways?
point in time, you told me you had a show on that Friday, but you did not. The theater was closed.
Oh.
Yeah, so we could have done that gig as the Sale
Oh,
Bums.
we fucked that up, didn't we?
Yeah,
Oh
but
well.
we thought you
I'm
had.
actually happy to have the 4th off.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Especially, was it a downtown venue?
It was the casino.
Oh, the casino?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. That would have
Mm-hmm.
been easy.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Whatever.
Not to make you feel badly, but yeah.
Oh, well.
But well, and actually, when they were talking to me about it, you might not have even had the full schedule yet. Like they might not. I don't know.
Have we checked out Louis' Tiki stage yet? We got the link from you. I don't think we've checked it out.
I checked it out online.
Oh, you did?
I'm gonna do. I've got a bunch of calls I need to make this week now that things are settling down.
Yeah, this is kind of our transition. I've got another theater gig, a small theater gig coming up. She has another um,
One more solo gig.
show, but we're kind of making the transition now into um, doing like getting this all the behind the scenes sale bum stuff going, um, and working on whatever I'm going to do with that house, and so yeah, that's our starting tomorrow. That's our thing. 74 degrees on Christmas Eve 2016. 74 degrees on Christmas Eve. Oh, that sounds delightful. And the video oh, is that the okay? Gotcha.
Is that Mike?
Yeah.
Said that? Yeah, he
Yeah.
really wants us to be there for Thanksgiving. Oh well, yeah. So this was the week that we also had the scattering of your mom's ashes, right?
Yeah, yeah. Did that Monday.
Yep.
So yeah, like yeah, right after we did our last Cockpit Coffee. Um, yeah, it was great. Relatives all behaved themselves. The place they picked out, I had Bonnie and Henry go up and scout out a place. I didn't have them do it; they did it,
They did it.
it was they did a great job.
It was the perfect little. It was a little boat landing right on the water.
Boat landing. It was it was goose poop everywhere. But aside from that, it just kind of made it funny. Um, but yeah, it was a boat landing where like two rivers kind of converge, and
It was very pretty.
yeah, it was great. Everybody said a thing who wanted to say a thing, and threw her in the river. Uh,
And then your
yeah.
cousin Becky went, "Put her in the
Put her
water."
in the
It's like,
water.
oh god.
I was like,
And none of the other relatives knew why we were laughing so
That's-
hard.
that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm glad Becky came just for
Just
that.
for that reason.
Just to say,
And she said it so quietly too.
Yeah,
She was
she-
just like, "Put her in the water."
put her in the water. And then she was so embarrassed that she said it. And I was like, oh my god. I was laughing my ass off. That was the greatest. But we did. We put her in the water. She'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So now, the next month we're dealing with G's mom's house and doing a bunch of. I'm doing a bunch of storage consolidation here in Newburgh before we leave, and so it's a lot of. Honestly, it's dealing with a lot of stuff and property that we're dealing with in the next month. Moving a lot of things, cleaning a lot of things. We shift to that. And then we shift to the boat. What are people saying?
Bill says, He has a picture of himself washing his Jeep on Christmas in his swimsuit from when he was working for the post office. It was his only day off in the post office that time of year.
Any
And
place you can be in a bathing suit during the holidays, it's a good place to live.
the dean asked, "How was the last Rocky show?"
Oh,
The last Rocky show was great, and that weekend was on fire.
oh my God, the Saturday night was just
Oh
ridiculous.
my god! Because our last one was the Sunday because they always end it on matinee, which I usually hate because it's such a matinees are such a letdown. It's kind of like this one wasn't. It was pretty fire. Um, that Saturday show though was either sold out or near sold out. I guess that Sunday was sold out too. I'm not sure.
So I was working at the box office that weekend, and I'm pretty sure Sunday they at least went down to like only like 20 tickets left, but I'm not sure it was completely sold out.
Cass says she called for one of the Sundays and said it was sold out, and I don't.
They might have gotten to
I don't
that
remember
point.
any other Sunday being full like that. But the oh my god, it was yeah, it was wonderful. It's just such a great such a great crew. That is hands down. And I've had some good times at that theater. I mean, I've had some really good times at that theater.
There's a reason why we came back.
And this is hands down the best show I've done there.
Best
And
show
not
quality wise and fun.
quality wise and fun wise. Um, I I don't think I've ever worked with a more like altogether a more competent crew that really just had such laser sharp focus on everything that was going on. Everybody had so much focus on their job and such a good handle on their job and what was happening and what was going on that it afforded everybody the ability to relax
Mm.
and have fun in between all of that. So in between everything, we were everybody was always laughing, joking around. Um, when it came time to do the job, everybody was on it, and it was just amazing to see that and to be part of that. Um, I got to shout out to Jaslyn, man. What a friggin' pro! I just love her.
The stage
The
manager.
stage manager. The stage manager basically runs the show. Um, the stage manager is responsible for calling the show, meaning like she's calling all the cues, like cues, all that stuff. Um, that's she's up in a booth at the back of the theater, and um, and she's in charge of letting everybody know what's going on. She's the point person for everything. She's also in charge of once the director. So the director puts the show together on opening night. The director stops being the director. His job is done. Um, he he leaves, or they leave. You um, the director goes away. The stage manager then becomes responsible for the show, and they have a pile of notes that they've taken throughout the whole process where they make sure that um, the director's vision of the show continues throughout the entire run. That's like the biggest thing, and in my opinion, is what the stage manager does. And this person is just she is just such a delight, and she's always like
Always smiling.
on the comms. It just crackles sunshine every time she speaks. She's like, "Hey friends, blah, 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 love you all," and she's just kind of like everything is positive and just upbeat, and Yeah, even when things get serious and hard things need to be said, she's always just it comes with a it just comes with a very positive swing with her,
Well, and
and
like
it's just
even
amazing.
that night that the drummer wasn't able to make it because of a medical issue, and you subbed drums with less than half an hour notice before the show started, and no chance to really practice at all. I remember you said she came up to the stage, and at the time you thought that Phil was messing with you when he
I
said,
thought he
"Oh,
was
you're
talking
gonna
on
play
him.
drums tonight," and you're like, "I'm not drunk enough for this, Phil," and then Jaslyn came up and said, "Well, we need to have a conversation."
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, Phil came in. She was on the other side of the theater, and she goes, "Hi, Phil. I think we need to have a conversation." And it's like,
rather than being in a blind
yeah,
panic,
it
just like we
wasn't
need
like
to have a
this big, like,
conversation.
oh my god. No, it's like, no, it's like we're gonna handle this. I know we're gonna handle it. I don't know how yet, so let's figure out how. And
No,
it's
she's
like,
so sweet.
oh my god, it's just amazing.
Well, and in fairness, there was another stage manager that you dealt with there for years and years and years, and we adore her,
Loved,
but very different personality. Like
super different.
she was. I love the previous stage manager was one of those people with a very dark sense of humor,
Oh my god,
and she liked pranks and things like that, and I loved that, and she was incredibly competent at her job.
super competent.
And but so Jaslyn's just a very different personality, but
And
equal.
it's hard. And yeah, and Jazz had like a hard time in my mind overcoming. It's like, no, you're stepping in on in Meredith's
Some big
position. I'm
shoes
like,
because she was
that's
wonderful.
because, and I love her, and it's like, it's like, and all the, who are you? And then, you know, she's immediately won me over. I'm like, okay, great, you're
Yep. So they
good.
did a really good job with
They're really good at hiring stage managers
hiring
there.
really good people.
My first stage manager I ever worked with there, believe it or not, was Christy Robinson.
Oh, really?
She
I
ran.
forgot
She
she did
was.
that.
I think she just did it for like a show or two. I think
Maybe
she was like
between people
interim.
or yep.
Um, but she ran. She was the stage manager for Always Patsy Cline,
No
and
kidding.
she was also incredible. She was really good.
That was a great show too. That one
Chris
had a lot of sold out nights.
Christy was very no nonsense, very like she told you it was she let you know everything that was going on. There was no question in your mind, and me being new to that whole scene, it was really good for me because she like really just like always laid everything out. It's like this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. You're gonna be here at this time and that time and this time,
Wow.
and it was yeah, she was phenomenal. Everything Christy does is phenomenal. She's
Christy was in Rocky for this show. Pivotal. Christy, Christy was actually my favorite character in Rocky.
It's
Oh, she's
his
amazing.
puts Bill says pickles back there work on his at his desk. So
Oh yeah. And of course, I just took the quilt that I had a little lap quilt that was the Utila quilts I talk about all the time. I had one in that chair to keep it from getting hairy, and I just brought it back from washing it. I haven't put it on the chair yet, so now he's on the chair getting it hairy again. Thanks, Puss. As long as you're not chewing wires, I'm cool with it. I've had to like go around because this used to be an office, and there's still a lot of office equipment in it and computers and stuff, and I had to go around and like bind up and tape up a whole bunch of wires so that the cat didn't eat any of them.
I just thought of something and went out of my head.
It's raining like
Something
crazy here. I didn't realize today was going to be all rainy. That means the jam's going to be inside.
Something to do with the last Rocky show. Something to do with that. What was I thinking?
Well, Dean had asked how the last show.
Yeah,
was.
I know. Give me a second. The theater. Um, shit. No, I can't think of it. There's something related to all that stuff. I don't know. Slipped my mind. There's something that was interesting too. Shit. I guess it wasn't that interesting. I would have remembered it. Oh well.
I feel like now that you've done a show with Jaslyn, she'd be into all the pranks and stuff. But you might have not wanted to
I know
spring.
she's not a prank.
You don't think so?
No, like
Well,
Meredith.
not like Meredith.
Oh my
But,
God, Mare was the thing she used to do to me was insane.
and him, particularly.
It was me in particular. For some reason, I'm the I'm usually the one who gets targeted for all
for
that
pranks.
stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I love it. I
Well,
think it's fucking hilarious.
I think everyone knows that you're going to take it well, when other
And
people might get really thrown by stuff.
well, and I think they just want to push the envelope too and see what can shock me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's and the funny thing is, I'll get so wrapped up and it'll be because most of the stuff happens on last show.
Because you don't want to throw people off,
And the it started out as early as when I was doing uh, Patsy. It was like that first, and I remember, and I was on stage.
And the pit was all right on
But
stage the whole
the
time.
pit was on stage, but we could have books because we were a band on stage. The whole idea, we were just playing a band on stage. So it's like, so we could have, we didn't have to be off book or anything. So,
They had the cutest little cowboy outfits too.
not for that show, we didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No. And I went and, and I remember I was like in the second act, and I went and turned the page, and I forgot what it was. It was probably some pornographic something. When I turned the page, while
In the show.
literally while I was playing, it wasn't just like at the end of a song and then the next page. It was like in the middle of the song. She was smart enough to put it in the middle of a song. So I'm playing. I flip the page, and then like my music's over here, and this page was blank, but then it had something super nasty on it, and I'm just sitting there going, "Oh," and I can't react to it because I've got everybody in the theater, friggin' 300 people staring at me while I'm like, da 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 da.
Meanwhile, Mare's probably in the booth.
She's in the booth just
falling
fucking
over laughing.
dying.
Because she knows exactly which
Yeah.
song that
So
piece of paper's in.
That I think that's how it started. She got to see me like discover all of this stuff that she did in my book live while I was playing and couldn't do anything about it.
She did so many pranks over the years that I remember. I can't remember what the last show was that you did before we took off. It might have been Full Monty.
I think it was the ABBA show.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah, it might have the Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
But whatever show it was, Mare, the stage manager that pranked him all the time, actually came to me like the last week of shows and was like, "I'm out of ideas, man. I don't know what to do." And she's like, "I think I'm just gonna show him my boobs."
Yeah. Again, we're on stage. And me and Tommy are sitting there playing, and Meredith is behind one of the screens, like right at the edge of the stage. She's right behind the screens, and we're sitting there playing, and Tom goes, like, what the fuck? And I turn and I look, I look over, Mare's just standing there, and she's like, boom. I was like,
I thought she was kidding when she said it to
no.
me. She's like, "I'm out of ideas. I think I'm just going to show him my boobs." And,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Do you think they'd find that funny?" And I'm like, "I'm sure they wouldn't be upset."
It was friggin' awesome. It's like, yep. I ran out of ideas. Here's
Yep.
my boobs.
Out of ideas, man.
God, she's
It's
so much
good.
fun.
Had some good times at that theater. So for him to say this last show was actually the funnest one that he's done is there's a pretty big scale there.
Yeah, exactly.
And he said he's probably not coming back to do another one. This is probably
It's
the last
probably
one.
my last
But
one. Well,
who knows?
the one I do in a couple weeks here will probably be my last one.
Mm. Yeah, that's just a little show run. It's kind of cool what they're doing. They've got a whole bunch of up and comers, including some of the ones that starred in Rocky this time. Some young adults that are taking off in the theater, and they're doing a 2-day musical review featuring those younger players that are now adults who've grown up a lot of them have grown up going to the theater camps when they were kids and stuff, and
Yeah.
in that whole theater system, and so they're just gonna showcase those people, and she's gonna be playing in the pit for that with largely the Rocky Pit.
Yeah, it'll be the Rocky
Yeah.
Pit again. Um, so um, it'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
And somebody said the other day that it's really cool that we've gotten to do so many things musically while we're here. I mean, you're doing jazz gigs, I'm doing solo gigs, we've had Sailbums gigs,
Oh yeah,
you're doing the theater stuff. We've done some really varied stuff while we've been up in a short period of time, and that's cool.
did it. Yeah, I did a jazz gig last Thursday. Um, that went well. It was fun. It was fun playing the Gretsch, and that that is the most interesting bass I've ever owned. It it really sounds like nothing I've ever played before. And in fact, Dave, who who uh, who likes Gretches, he owns Gretches too.
Dave Clark,
Dave Clark, phenomenal player. Um, it was me, Dave Clark, and Bobby Duran was subbing on drums.
who's my old drummer from Hickeys too.
And my old drummer from Aurora Jazz Project. So we played a lot of cool stuff before. So, and then Dave's played with us back in the day, quite a bit. So I mean, it was really like having like all of us back together. It was that was really fun. And but yeah, that Gretsch bass was really interesting. It was really good in Rocky. I really picked a good bass for Rocky with that bass. Um, like you hit it and it'll play the same note forever and ever and ever. Like, and you put compression on it and it'll just, that note will stay sustained, almost like you're playing an organ. And in fact, it has a little bit of a, like you play it and it actually get just a little bit louder, and it'll just shelf off. And it's like I've never had a bass do that before. It's just amazing. And I was like, well, I wonder how that's going to translate into jazz. And it was kind of interesting. It had it has a very very deep, dark, rich tone to it. But then when I dig into it, and the way I play, like the edge of my fingernails will hit when I'm digging into it and doing solos, and that gives it like a high end pop. And Dave mentioned this too. He's like, it's almost like you have an envelope filter on it. It's like a little bit of a wah or a chorus or something. And it does. It sounds like I have like some sort of envelope filtration on it, where it's like a chorus or a wah or something like that. When I'm playing it, when I'm really digging into it. And I think that it's one pickup, it's a humbucker, and I think it's the placement on the strings is why it does that. The new ones don't have that, and I wonder if they sound the same, because the new ones have two pickups. The old ones have one. But I'm really digging it. It's unique. I love unique sounding instruments. I don't want to sound like everybody else. Anyways, enough of that.
It was nice to see. It was nice to see you play jazz again, because you haven't. We did it exclusively for over 10 years.
Yeah.
And
it was challenging too. It was like, yeah, it's like, okay, and it was a lot of fun because it's like, we were sitting there and they called All Blues is a
it's actually
song.
a jazz song.
It's a jazz song in 6/8. And for the Aurora Jazz Project, I did this funk version in 4/4. And it's kind of unusual to do it that way. And actually Sonia and me and Bobby are sitting there and we're like, and Sonia's like, hey, it's like, you guys used to do a funk version. She remembered the Aurora Jazz Project doing it. She's like, you guys used to do a funk version of this. So you want to do that? And I'm like, I don't know if I can remember that. And Bob's like, yeah, go for it, whatever. And he's like, you start it. And I was like, And it clicked in my head, and I started it, and it was a jam. It just
Yeah.
went off, and I was like, oh yeah. And that was like probably the third tune in, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is
Now it feels comfortable.
yeah,
And
this
I jumped
is
up and did a couple songs with
yeah.
you
You
guys.
came up and did a few songs, so yeah,
And
it was a
I
great.
haven't traded fours with somebody in a good 10 years. So like Dave Clark, the jazz guitarist, I've done some gigs with just him before, and he's played with us in a group. And I'm looking at him, and I gave him the signal, like, you have fours, you and me, and he's like, oh yeah. So we're going back and forth. So you have like somebody scatting in and like, and then he goes, and then it comes back to me like every four measures. And that's what trading fours is. And I hadn't done that with anybody in a really long time. So that scratched an itch for sure.
Dave's phenomenal. I mean, he's such a great player.
Yep. So a lot of fun's been had. Now we got to do more
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Work mode.
Well, yeah, but also fun.
Yeah, we still got our cousins are gonna have a big barbecue. We've got some other fun stuff that we're doing here. And
Yeah.
a few friends we got a couple friends that were having us over for dinner.
I'm gonna meet Joe for breakfast at Judy someday.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
I have still not eaten at
I know,
Judy's
me
ever.
either.
It's like this really famous breakfast spot around here, and I have never been.
They just do breakfast like all day. It's like a total dive bar breakfast place.
Used to be a whole bunch of bikers would pull in there together and go and have
Oh, it was a
breakfast.
massive biker place. Like especially like you get done at Stacy's, and then which I'm surprised I was in that culture. I'm surprised I never went to Judy's for. It was always Dysart's. We always end up going to Dysart's, which you can't anymore.
Yeah, Dysart's is a famous breakfast place around here that has multiple locations now, but it's a main base thing. And
The truck stop is
the truck stop was always 24 hours, and now it's not.
anymore.
That seems so weird.
That is weird.
I mean, I think you can still go in
A
there.
truck stop,
You can still go in there and get gas and use the bathroom and stuff, but they don't keep the restaurant going all night.
right?
And it
But
was the place to go, like after you went out clubbing or something, and there were actually dance halls around here. You'd go to Dysart's at like 2 in the morning. You get
plus all the
pancakes.
truckers, all the truckers that were, it's like, what do they do now? I guess
Yeah.
they go to Judy's.
Between like 11 and 6, they go to a convenience store.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna head out. So we'll get this up soon as we can. We're kind of tied. Our hands are tied with YouTube as far as when we get these things up and how well you can see them once we get them up. So
Yeah, the truth is we do nothing except as soon as it pops up as having processed, we make it public. That's it.
oh, Christina.
Hey,
Hey, Christina.
You baking anything today? She was making granola and lemon bars. When we go to the grocery store, let's get stuff to make lemon bars. I'm like craving lemon bars.
Oh,
now.
we got to go to the grocery store today.
Yeah,
We're like out of everything.
we picked a really rotten day to go to. It's pouring outside.
What I was talking. Assuming that the grocery stores around here are so sketchy.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
what
like
happened while we were gone.
They ripped out the floors on all the grocery stores in the area.
Half of them have doors that aren't working, and you go in, and it's like you have to go in the other way,
It's-
which is like a 5-minute walk around.
It's honest to God, it's like going to a grocery store in like a developing country,
It's so weird.
and it's all of the Hannafords, and it's like I really don't get it. Even the Shaw's was kind of sketchy.
Well, and you go in and you're like, hey, I'm looking for blah blah, and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, when did the grocery stores all get not so great?
Maybe we should go to the IGA. The parodies was always like the skanky grocery store. I saw an ad for them like yesterday, and I was like, that actually looks really nice in there. It's like, let's start going to what used to be the sketchy one. It's probably the nice one now.
I think the one in Hamden, which is the closest grocery store to us, is actually the best one in the area now.
What? They have no floors.
But
The floors are all ripped. There's duct tape all over the fucking
well,
floors.
that.
It's disgusting.
All right.
It's like
I
that
still
used to
think
be
it's
the
better than
nicest
Broadway.
one. That used to be the nicest one. The one by the mall was good.
Yep.
The one by the mall was okay.
Yep. I can't believe they stayed open. Bangor has this big mall that is just completely defunct now, and the grocery store is like on the road, the access road to the mall, and it's like, who goes in there now?
Well,
Nothing else is open.
people live there though. People live out in that area, like in
Like up Stillwater Avenue.
like
and
if
all
you live in
that, yeah.
VZ, you're either going up
Yeah,
to
okay.
Old Town or you're going down to
Yeah.
there.
All right.
So I mean, I get it. But, no laundry. It's a laundry day.
I'm actually oddly caught up on laundry right now. I have less than a half a basket of laundry to do.
Cool.
It's the most fascinating thing in my life today. All right, so you want to get some stuff done?
Yeah, let's go get some stuff done.
Or just not?
No, what the hell are we doing?
Well, if we're going to go to the jam, we're not in a hurry. I was going to work on storage for a little while, and then probably take a shower before we leave because
Yeah.
I didn't get a shower yesterday. And yeah, then go over to the jam if you want to, or you might just look at the rain and be like, I just want to go get some groceries and come back. That's cool too.
No, the rain does. I mean, we just walk from one place to another in the rain. It's not a big deal. That doesn't bother me.
Oh, and they'll move the jam inside. The jam's normally outside in a tented area, but it'll be inside today.
You have a great rest of your day too, Christina.
Ooh,
Hey,
that
listen.
means-
Let's go up to Canada today.
If the jam's inside, then I can bring my little amp and I can easily plug in.
Yep.
And that's nice.
Yep.
So can you go hit the button?
On camera or the button on the camera. All right.
Bye, Ray.